Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. All right, we're going to talk about the front seven of the Saints. This will be the last video about, all the position groups and things like that. And then we're going to do a countdown to who I think the best players on the roster are. So be on the lookout for that. But starting with this front seven, man, we can kind of go through the names. I'll read this off this list real quick. Cam Jordan, Brian Bresee, Devon Goshaw, Nathan Shepard, Kalen Saunders, Vernon Broughton, Carl Granderson, Fadil Diggs, Demario Davis, Danny Stutzman, Pete Warner, Chase Young. It's a lot of names. Now, obviously, it's going to be a different system this year for the Saints. It's not going to be a 4-3 anymore. Obviously, we've been running the 4-3 for so long. And honestly, running that 4-3 has kind of set us back just because we don't really have any guys that, come off that edge at the outside linebacker position that most teams were having, like the Bosas and the Watts and things like that. We don't have that guy. We've been drafting the same prototypical defensive linemen like Cam Jordan, types like the Marcus Davenports, like the Peyton Turners, and it just honestly haven't worked out. Obviously, Cam Jordan worked out. That was a long time ago. But we've been trying to find that replacement from him on the opposite side of him. We got Trey Hendrickson. We ended up letting him go. So it obviously didn't work out. Now, we'll just kind of talk about these players quickly, one through one. Cam Jordan, I don't know why they got him starting. Let's be honest, he's not that anymore. I'm not going to sit here and bash Cam Jordan, but he's not going to be a starter for us anymore at this point in his career. Maybe I think the 3-4 will help him. Certainly, it will help him, moving him kind of closer inside, closer to that ball, can still stop the run and things like that. But he's not going to be an every down starter for us. So ESPN, y'all should probably fix that. Brian Bresee, who's probably, our best, or if not one of the best players in this front seven. Obviously, first round draft pick. He's been playing very, very well. And he's just really, really good. He's really, really good. I don't know how the system will fit him. We'll see. We'll see how that goes for him. But I think he's quick enough. He's athletic enough to move away from the ball a little bit more than he was in that 4-3. Devon Goshaw, he's going to be a nose tackle, 2-down guy. And he's just going to be really good at that position for us, stopping the run, being a big, solid dude that we just haven't had in a long time. Nathan Shepard, I love Nathan Shepard. Back as a backup. When we got him from the Jets, he was a backup. We tried to play him in that starting role. Honestly, did not work out. Go back to the backup where you belong. I really, really love that. Kalen Saunders, I also think he's a backup guy. So they got him starting right now. We'll see how that turns out. I don't think he'll end up being a starter. If he is, long as he's rotating in with like the Shepard, the Bresees, other guys, or Broughton who we drafted, then I'm okay with that. But we really shouldn't have a defined starting role for him at that position. I just wouldn't agree with that, and it just wouldn't be smart for the Saints to keep going down that road. Obviously, it hasn't worked. Obviously, athletic guy, fun guy, but every down starter, that ain't gonna be it. Now, obviously, your mainstay, Carl Granderson. It's gonna be interesting how he plays, how we line up with Carl Granderson, how we line up, because it's not a defensive end, that 4-3 defensive end anymore. So you're going to move him inside with an outside linebacker, outside of him, or you're going to line him up outside, with more linemen inside of him. I don't know how they're going to line it up. I think he's going to be outside, kind of, in the 3-point stands, maybe standing up. We'll see. I think it'll give him more one-on-one opportunity, so that's really, really good for him. And we'll see how it goes. I think he'll be fine no matter what. We go to the outside linebacker, Chase Young, same thing. Can he play standing up? Will he have a hand in the dirt? We don't know how they're going to use him. Is he going to be dropping in coverage? I hope not. God, Jesus Christ. Don't want to see him and Granderson out there in coverage too much. Obviously, you're going to have to in that 3-4. He's going to have to, do some things like that. But we'll have to see. But those two guys are going to be your guys off the edge. That's going to be the guys that's going to have to give you double-digit sacks if the Saints want any chance of this defense being successful this year. Those guys both have to be chasing double-digit sacks. And if not, and it's going to be a long year for the Saints. Now we can move on to the linebacker position. The linebacker position. I was going to talk about some of the backup DNs, but who wants to talk about Isaiah Foskey on this channel? I don't. Well, now the linebackers obviously got Demario Davis, Pete Warner. They're going to be, slightly different roles this year. Than what they're used to. Both of those guys are kind of be in that middle linebacker-ish, role. I know they're both inside linebackers now. It's not really a middle linebacker. They're kind of splitting that difference. But it's going to be interesting. I think they're both going to be fine. Pete Warner's athletic enough. Demario Davis is really damn good still at this age, so I'm not really worried about how he would adjust to it. Dude's smart football player. He's a good football player. He'll be fine. Now after that, it's where it gets interesting. You got Jalen Ford. You got DeMarco Jackson, Nathan Sewell, Danny Stutzman. Those guys are going to play this year. those guys are going to play this year. It's going to be some more linebackers that at backup. Obviously, special team they're going to play, but those are the backup linebackers, and all of those guys don't really have NFL experience. So may the best man win that job. That job is going to be important. DeMario's older. He's going to probably get hurt. Pete Warner's shown that he's probably going to get hurt at some point during the season. Not major injuries, but they might miss a game or 2 or 3 here. And that's how the NFL goes. So I can guarantee you one of those guys will be starting at least 1 or 2 games this year at minimum. So definitely going to have to develop those guys. Those guys are going to have to be ready to play. And honestly, I don't want to make this too long just because the front 7, I think it's bottom half in the NFL with potential to be really, really good if the scheme can fit them and things like that. But I don't think we have the personnel for the scheme we're going to try to run year 1. I think, as you know, Kellen Moore and Staley get, more years with the Saints and more time down the line. We'll get more guys to better fit this system. You couldn't do it all in one off season. Jesus Christ. So I think it'll take time. It'll take time. They'll slowly get those guys to fit this system, slowly get linebackers and nose tackles and 3 technique guys and outside linebackers to fit this system. But right now, you got to do what you got to do with what you got. I think they'll be okay. It's not going to be, a lockdown top 5 defense where like the last couple of seasons where I thought we had potential to be. I don't see that. So we'll see what happens, man. Let me know what y'all think about this front 7. Who should start? How should we line up? What do you expect from these guys? But yeah, be on the lookout. I'm gonna do the top players and we'll go from there. But thank y'all for tuning in once again, man. As always, this is the Boot Tragedies. Yo, not quite done as of yet, but come on, checking these YouTube analytics. I see like 75-80% of the people that watch these videos aren't even subscribed to the channel. It takes you a couple seconds. Click that subscribe button. I know a lot of y'all been watching faithfully and I appreciate it, but subscribe to the channel. It only helps out the channel, makes me grow and things like that. Click that like button as well. Spread this video. Share it if you want to. Also, click those links in the description. Discord, join that up, man. A lot of Saints talk, Pels talk, LSU talk goes on in there. Join that up. Also, the Twitter. Follow me on Twitter as well. Hey, share the pages if you like them that much. Join the Instagram. Things like that, man. Channel's going to get bigger. Channel's going to start expanding. And I need y'all help doing that. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, this is the Boot Tragedy, like I said. And I'm out.
Let's make